Hello my fellow hunters and welcome to the Switch X Armor Progression Guide. If you didn't watch my Switch X Guide general video for 2022 for PC players, you can watch it previous watching this video, because in this video I explained all the skill priority, play styles for Switch X, Switch skills and other stuff. And I also recommend watching this video. This is the first part of this video. This is the MRI's PC progression guide for the weapons itself. This was a very long video because Switch X meta is very complicated, and also all the elemental Switch X are very useful and recommended to craft. That's the reason why this video is so long. This version of the video is a little bit shorter because you can see it here. I also put a link to this document in the comment section down below, so you can check it out yourself. You can see here are also currently 2 users watching this document. And yes, you can see weapons is pretty much more complicated than the armor parts. And yes, in this video I just show you the monsters you have to kill with, sorted by difficulty, and then I show you the armor parts you can craft out of this monster parts. Yes, it's divided into low and high rank. First of all the low rank skills are prioritized for max out Rapid Morph, because you can't get a weakness exploit skill in the low rank. And Rapid Morph does the double damage of a maxed out weakness exploit. Rapid Morph can increase your damage output up to 25% and weakness exploit only to 10% or so. So Rapid Morph is a lot stronger. Just recommend doing the Rapid Morph loop combo. I'll also show it you in the training area if you want. Okay, the only thing you have to do is have to press in a loop A plus ZR. Sharpen the weapon. Training options set is down, okay. And you can see the combo here at the top. A ZR, A ZR. So you can see this is the best possible combo at all you can do with the Switch X. Yes, and all low rank armor sets are based on the Rapid Morph skill, so I highly recommend using that skill. If you don't wear those mixed sets, I can recommend your 3 different armor sets. So we go to low rank. There is the Jura Todus armor set, Volvidon armor set. Sorry, I got a black screen for a second. Where is the Volvidon? Here's Volvidon armor set. You can see armor set with Rapid Morph and a weight extender. So Switch X base set. Weight extender isn't really recommended because you have the wirefall. And also, where is the let's give me a second, Jura Todus. Okay, sorry, it seems there didn't exist any Jura Todus armor set for low rank because I didn't found one. But a low rank Almudron is also pretty good with 2 levels of Rapid Morph and 2 levels of Razor Sharp and 1 level of Power Prolonger away, even though Almudron is by far the best full armor set you can use for the Switch X, but you can get it very late, and in that case it's maybe too late to use it. So I'm gonna start, like I explained, all low rank quests maxed out Rapid Morph, and for the high rank quest I recommend using a Rapid Morph 1 talisman, which is kinda easy to get. And yes, for the meta I recommend a Rapid Morph 1 talisman also with 2 level 2 slots when you're finished the game. But I'm gonna start with the low rank. So like I explained in the previous video, 1-star village quests are only collecting some stuff, killing little monsters. You can't really craft stuff from that monster parts. And if you're at the second stage, you can kill Lagombi with the Rabbit quest, and also the Great Beggy with the Out Court quest. And from these 2 monsters you have killed, you got the following low rank armor. Lagombi head is pretty good, with 1 level of critical eye, and also the Lagombi legs are pretty good. There doesn't exist any good arms currently for the 2-star, but we have the Kamura waist, which is standard, I think, with 1 level of critical eye, and you also now can craft the baggy chest here, which also gives you 1 level of attack boost, or you can also use Hunter with 1 level of attack boost, so you can see there is no difference. For the 3-star quest, the only thing you have to do is just kill some random Jaggies. It is this quest, a Sandy Cable. You can now get some solid arms from the Jaggies with 1 level of attack boost. Another 3-star quest I recommend is Fighting Dirty. I didn't put it in here because there is no space to kill a Barov. From that Barov you can get the helm with 1 level of attack boost, which is for Switch X better than 1 level of crit eye. For 4-star quest, I highly recommend killing the Volvidon, so you're getting some levels of Rapid Morph. You got access to the Volvidon male, which gives you 1 level of Rapid Morph, and also the Volvidon waist, which also gives you 1 level of Rapid Morph. I also recommend your forging the ingot legs, which are pretty strong for low rank, giving you 1 level of attack boost and 1 level of crit eye. I recommend using these legs and the Volvidon torso for your entire low rank quests. For 5-star quests, I recommend the quest Nocturnal Tracker, killing the Anjanath, to getting the Anjanath coil, which gives you 2 levels of attack boost. And finally, some low rank juicy stuff from the Almudron. In this case you can also use his full armor set because it looks pretty cool and have also pretty good skills like Power Prolonger, Razor Sharp, Rapid Move, Best Switch X set. But if you only want to craft the best parts, I recommend crafting the low rank Almudron helm with 1 level of Rapid Move and the Almudron coil with 1 level of Power Prolonger. So you now finished all village quests and got access to the high rank. I'm starting with the 4-star quest. Most important monsters are Lagombi, even cute things have fangs, and the high rank Great Isuchi, which is this quest, the Swirling Gale. For the Lagombi armor parts, I recommend you using the helm with 1 level of critical eye, and yes, that's it. You can maybe also craft the gloves, but I didn't really recommend it because there are the Jaggi or Barov arms which kinda are better. From the Great Isuchi, you can get a good critical armor set. I recommend using the male with 2 levels of critical eye. You can also get from some random Jaggies, so you didn't have to kill the Great Jaggi, the gauntlets, which have attack boost 2, and I highly recommend. And also the ingot armor pot, which is a meta armor piece, which has 2 levels of attack boost and 2 levels of critical eye. You have very easy access to that. You just need getting some ores, and this is a meta armor piece, so you can see you can use this armor parts until the end. Also highly recommend crafting the Spio Elytra S, which was a long time for the Nintendo Switch meta armor piece, giving you 2 level of weakness exploit. You need low rank Almudron stuff, and you get the quality stomach from high rank Altarods. You can also get it from the Pokeform, and also the Toxic Kumori or parts for the Pokeform high rank quests. You can use that armor part for until you're high rank 8, until you can kill the final boss. For the 5-star quests, the best ones are the first 2, the high rank Royal Lutrot and the high rank Barov. From the Royal Lutrot, difficult to spell out. You can get these greaves with 2 levels of power prolonger. Pretty useful if you're using a power file. If you have a poison file, you didn't really need that. And from the Barrow, you can get these gloves with 2 levels of attack boost and affinity sliding. There's also a Puge quest. From that you can craft the Channeler's Hair Tie S, which gives you 2 level of power prolonger. I show you later. And the high rank Shura Todus, which giving you the meta torso. Those are the Channeler Hair Tie S. You can see you need the Engineer stuff. You can get from the 6-star, show you later. And the Jura Todus chest. This is the Jura Todus chest, the strongest chest for Switch X players and the meta armor piece. 2 levels of power prolonger, 1 level of a weight extender, and 3 level 1 slots to put in quick sharpening level 3 or 3 levels of elemental attack. Also recommend using the Remobra feats. Not sure whether I can find it. That Remobra feats is crafted from general Remobra stuff, giving your 1 level of weakness exploit. You can see it here. Now to the 6-star quests. For the 6-star quests, I recommend killing the Engineer closer than it appears, and Red Skies at Night, the Rathalos quest. You got these 2 Engineer armor pieces, pretty strong. Engineer ram braces with 2 levels of attack boost, and if using a KO file or exhaust file, they are also pretty much better. And also the Engineer coil with 2 levels of attack boost. But in some cases the Spyro Elytra S is better. So this Engineer coil S is only recommended if you already have some weakness exploit Nekos or a weakness exploit charm. But this is a meta piece. Also highly recommended the Rathalos Wraiths S with 2 levels of attack boost. And yes, you only need some random stuff, pretty easy to craft. Now to the 7-star quests. There are 3 important monsters: Gosharak, Magna Malo, and Almudron, the first 3 monsters. And from the Magna Malo you can craft the Sinister Gloves. This is also a meta piece, but only recommended if you want to play with tiny white sharpness. For example, if you're using the Rampage Slicer with sharpness modification level 1, or maybe the Narva Switch X. In this case, the Sinister Gauntlets is the absolute best armor piece you can use with 2 levels of Handicraft. Sorry for the Rampage Switch X, you only need 1 level of Handicraft, but if you currently didn't have the Handicraft decoration, you can craft those. Or yes, in general, also for the Diablo Switch X, which is a Metaros Switch X, you need 3 levels of Handicraft, so indeed in those cases you can use the Sinister Gauntlets. Then we also killed the Gosharak. From Gosharak you can get pretty good legs. These ones, let's give me a second. These have 3 levels of Agitator, and they're the absolute non-plus ultra for the non-Vex builds. So if you're fighting against monsters with bad hits and values like Ragnar Kataki or Sinogra, you can use that 3 levels of Agitator instead of 3 levels of Weakness Exploit. Also, I didn't really recommend crafting the Rajang boots. You don't really need that, because for the Switch X you go for high raw, because there are a lot of attack moves that can't crit. So the only weapon where I recommend the Golden Hakama is the Kushada Aura Switch X, because it has a power file and they are working very well, and also it already has high crit, so it can be triggered easily. Yes, and now to the Almudron armor set. Those Almudron helmet is by far the best armor piece you can get for a Switch X. And even if you have a maxed out Rapid Move Talisman, there is nothing better than this Almudron helmet. So Almudron helm, like you can see here, Almudron helm and Yuratodus chest, those two armor pieces are used on every single build, for the Switch X. There's also the full Crimson Wildstruck set, but only recommended if you have the Wildstruck's Switch X. You can craft after you killed the end boss, and I did not really recommend the set because it's hard to fit in Power Prolonger, Rapid Morph, and other Switch X specific skills. I only recommend using the full Wildstruck's armor set in one case. If you have a maxed out Rapid Morph talisman, you can use the Crimson Wildstruck's armor set, otherwise I didn't really recommend it. Okay, that was it with the progression builds. I also show you a link in the comment section down below for all the meta Switch X's, like you can see here. Knashing Flammbile for fire, or what else, the Orasiana for ice and other stuff. Yes, there I can show you all the Switch X builds. You can see in the most cases always Almudron helm with Yuratodus chest, Rathalos, and Engineer. So this is the most common used armor pieces for endgame. Almudron helm with Yuratodus mail, Rathalos braces or Magna Malo depending on sharpness, Engineer and Ingot. Most important armor pieces. Yes, I also drop a link at the bottom so you can see this sheet. I also gonna update some things, or if we get updates, I also add that to the stuff. And yes, have fun with progression builds. There is only one tricky thing, it's kinda thrown in the way, so you can see it's hard to say level 4-star progression build, 5-star progression build, because when you get one more rarity level, it doesn't mean that the level of the quest is difficult. So you can see for the 4-star quest, rarity 4, you need 5-star quests, but for rarity 5, which is one more higher, you need 5-star and also 7-star quests. So it's really hard to say getting for those and those stage this and this level armor set. So I can just recommend you the pieces you can see here for the current quest section. So that was the current video. I didn't really made any builds, but yes, you can maybe see here what's the best combination until you get killed some monsters. Okay, see you next time. Thanks for watching.